Russia has unleashed a new wave of terror in Ukraine with reports it has launched a hypersonic missile for the first time. Video appears to show it smashing into an ammunition base in the country's west. A separate missile attack has killed dozens of soldiers asleep in their military barracks. The UK Prime Minister has warned the world is now at a turning point, fighting for freedom over oppression. Here's Europe correspondent John Paul Gonzo.
Spearing through the sky, travelling at 5 times the speed of sound, Russia says this video shows one of its hypersonic missiles destroying an ammunition warehouse in Ukraine's west. According to Moscow, it is the first time a weapon of its kind has been used in the war. The constant aerial assaults on Ukraine are targeting tanks and troops too. In the country's south, the aftermath of what has been described as a devastating rocket attack at a barracks. Soldiers were killed while they slept. At least 50 bodies have been recovered, but it's feared up to 200 people were inside at the time, and rescue efforts could take days. Ukraine's president honoured those fighting on the front line, awarding medals to Special Forces troops just a day after President Zelensky declared it was time to talk with Russia. The country's foreign minister responded, saying, "I hope our operation ends with the signing of an agreement on security issues and Ukraine's neutral status." Joe Biden's warning to China about consequences if it supplies aid to Russia's invasion appears to have fallen on deaf ears. China's vice foreign minister described the sanctions on Russia as increasingly outrageous. NATO allies remain united in their condemnation of the unprovoked invasion. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson insists relations with President Putin will never be the same.
To try to re-normalise relations with Putin after this, as we did in 2014, would be to make exactly the same mistake again.
New satellite images show the horror inflicted on helpless people in Mariupol. The search for survivors is continuing at a theatre that was being used as a shelter when it was bombed. Inside were women and babies. Hospitals across the country are full of people wounded in the war, among them soldiers vowing to return to fight, and this man, Maxim, a civilian who was driving when he was hit with 3 bullets. They consider themselves lucky, injured, but alive. John Paul Gonzo for 10 News First, London.